Second girl. What about my gift for Father's Day?
But Dad, I just heard an ad saying that Europa is having another cash day for Father's Day.
What? Are you serious? When? Where?
On Friday, June 16th. Yes, cash day for Father's Day. Huge discounts on vacuums, pressure washers, upholstery cleaners, steam cleaners. I hear even on power saws, drills, compressors, and weed eaters.
Hey. And you not tell me that ever since?
Dad, they even have a free car wash by the ladies. Book the date, Dad. Friday, June 16th at Europa. Cash day for Father's Day.
Oh yeah. I not.
Happy Father's Day.
Time now for Vaval Central on the Caribbean Zone. Vaval Central is sponsored by the Carnival Planning Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Stamina Energy Drink, and Blue Waters.
Somewhere between cerulean blue and golden yellow is a color called Lucian Carnival. The color of rhythm, the color of artistry, the color of revelry. From Juve to jump up, from festival to fete, from mass to music, our soul, our heartbeat, our vibe. Answer the call to color. Lucian Carnival, July 7th to 19th, 2023. Nothing sweeter than our Vaval. You're welcome.
Fire One Calypso Tent, in collaboration with the Carnival Music Management Committee, presents Opening Night, Saturday, June 3rd at the National Cultural Center. On stage, the Reading King, Yazro, Ashanti, Trish Prosper, Bingo, Educator, Reggie, Ali Cat, Robbie, Sizzler, Newcomer, Akeo, and more. With musical director Gregory Piper. Starting time at 30 p.m. Tickets are $25 and can be purchased at the NCC on the day of the show from 1 p.m. Fire One Calypso Tent, Opening Night at the National Cultural Center, Saturday, June 3rd, 8:30 p.m. This event is licensed by ECHO.
Fire one. Patrice again. I go drink blue water and mind my business. I go drink blue water and mind my business. Who me? I only drink one brand. Blue waters inside the house and the barn. When I need to hydrate, I drink blue waters. I'm feeling great. When you see we out on the road and we going hard, take a sip of blue waters. That's the number one brand. Drink blue waters and mind my business. I go drink blue waters and mind my business. Me and you join in the blue water crew. The taste, the vibe, blue waters is the truth. When the hot sun come, I drink blue waters to cool me down. When you see we out on the road and we going hard, take a sip of blue waters. That's the number one. I go drink blue waters and mind my business.
South Calypso Tent with the Carnival Music Management Committee presents the Advocates of the Art Form. Long live Kaiso! Grand launching on Friday, June 2nd at the National Cultural Center. Starting time 8:30 p.m. Admission $25 at the door. Come see Tanka Fontelu, Teddy Boy, T-Black, Oshun, Mighty King, Chelan, Phoenix, Queen Yai, Tino, Just Now, Newcomer Freddy and more with special surprise guest appearances backed up by the South All-Star MC Donnerville. This event is sponsored by Lucilec, Marcy Stores, Flow, Southern Taxi Association, Lewis Industries, Bounty Rum, Pierre Marcel Wine, Peter Beer, and Missions Electrical. This launch is licensed by ECHO.
This is Vaval Central on the Caribbean South. Teddy, good morning.
Good morning. Going to Bumper Friday as usual, as is the custom on Vaval Central Friday. You understand, Iwa? The wetter the weather, the hotter the program inside here. You have to heat it up. We have top caliber guests today. People of Iwa, boy, that's too much for one day, you think?
No,
He's Me Hall, the legend himself, Izai Hall. Boy, I have to take time to discuss that MCing thing that people take for granted. I made a few observations.
This is Vaval Central on the Caribbean South. Teddy, good morning.
Izai Hall, welcome, sir. Welcome.
Good morning, and great to be here on RCI. Fond memories of Kaiso Handbook.
The Kaiso Handbook. you and then you and McNaughton.
Yeah. Good morning to McNaughton, wherever he is. Good morning
to on Island, the great Mark.
All your listeners, and I realize, I've been tuned into the program. I get all my information right here every morning between 8 and 9. I think you guys are doing a fantastic job of promoting St. Lucia Carnival, which is very much needed. And it's an absolute pleasure to be here. Lovely weather outside.
Lovely weather.
Warm warm atmosphere on the inside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep it warm. And we have two guests. We have lots of guests expected during the program, but we have a monarch here, a man who flattened the carnival and provided a defining moment, a real exhilarating moment last year. The man Frost.
Yeah.
What do you call you in town? Eat man money? Look, the eat man money, man.
Yes. Good morning, listeners. Good morning, Pastor. 4-1 in the house. We got a man like Slack and One. Big up. We in the house coming down strong. Power.
Why you powerful? You know, you get the great Slack in a interview by early morning. Not easy at all.
Why the great Slack? I'm just Slack.
Right. Back, you great boy. That's you last year. And we want to make the point, Isai, often carnivals, the energy of carnivals, very interesting. What makes a carnival exciting, interesting. And there's just one little moment I was mentioning to Frost and Iwa last year. The carnival developing okay, but the okay carnival doesn't quite cut it for the public. And he sang at Verve in the yard at this Ultimate Soca tent, the first maybe public performance of his song, Eat Man Money as we call it. And the crowd went crazy. I had a lot of producers and managers shaking in their boots. And the recording was well done, a multi-camera. It was recorded and went on online the next day, and that was it. That changed the whole carnival. It lifted. You always need one or at least a couple of big songs to really excite the public and send them. Having good songs, okay songs, doesn't quite cut you for carnival. But remember that night by Frost?
Yeah, but again, first of all, big up to people like Michael for having the initiative to have this show. And again, Michael will have the same kind of show on the 10th of June. And that's where we'll be doing our first performance, my first 10 showing. I can remember last year, the first time we performed was at the second 10th showing. And so I figured out this year, let's stick to the pattern. So at the second 10th showing, myself, Slack, 4-1, we'll be jamming, we'll listen to some of the new tunes, and, probably repeat last year. So big up to a man like Michael.
Right. Michael Esna, that is, and Sook, his partner.
But
Ultimate Soca tent.
Funnily, I had no desire to come back to soca,
Right.
I was just on the sidelines, enjoying the vibes. But Suku, I have to big up Suku for telling me, Frost, do something again, and Suku will be Frost, do something. So good, thank you.
Right, and it came to have the impact. You have material this year. We saw a lot of attraction from your song, including the Haitian ladies who have recorded it. And
right.
Explain to the public, because Iwa ran it a couple of weeks ago, the version. You have it, Iwa? That handy? It's somewhere? No, like the public to get the context. You always have to get the context.
That's simple business. The lady reached out to the team, my publishers, and she sought the right permissions. Everything was done legally, and she got the go-ahead. As a matter of fact, one of our tunes for this year, sung by the man Slack, right? It's called You Could Horn Me If You Want, but Don't Ask Me For Money. She has already shown an interest to do a mix it.
Okay.
Where I will horn you when I want, but I still eating your money.
But Slack saying, horn me, but don't eat my money.
I saying you could horn me if you want, but don't ask me for money. So you could go ahead and horn me, but just you ain't getting money from me, so it's alright.
Right.
So you should not get money from why she's staying with you?
Well, like I said, you could horn me if you want. I seen if
I don't understand. Then you can think of any other reason for a lady saying.
No, I asked him.
You aging a lot faster than I thought.
I asked him, yeah.
It's just a fun thing.
I know. I mean, we're just teasing. We looking at angles because Isai does remix a song fast.
Yeah, I know.
Angles for remix. That's an angle for remix right there.
There you go. So like I said, I been devil's advocate, so I just
right.
do my honestness. So that's basically what I do.
You run a little bit of it, Iwa? The Haitian group that did the remix of our road march.
Yeah.
God made man made money. God made woman to eat man money. God made man made money. God made woman to eat man money. To eat man money. To eat man money. Bon Dieu fait nom fait l'argent. Bon Dieu fait femme pour manger l'argent, nom. Bon Dieu fait nom fait l'argent. Bon Dieu fait femme pour manger l'argent, nom. L'argent femme, c'est l'argent femme. L'argent femme, c'est pour mettre c'est pour faire make-up. L'argent femme, c'est pour faire shopping. L'argent femme, c'est pour faire qu'on nous belle. L'argent femme, c'est pour mettre bouddha. L'argent femme, c'est pour mettre tété. L'argent homme, c'est l'argent en nous. L'argent homme, c'est l'argent nous dé. L'argent homme, c'est pour payer bill. DJ Majomix, DJ Gobo Botla, DJ Kapay problème non, DJ Pays ya.
Teddy?
You look transfixed there. You look
No, I'm just thinking, that the power of music videos, which
Right.
really came to the fore when Michael Jackson started releasing his music videos. Music videos are just so powerful, but that particular song, Teddy, that's a real big song. Frost and them used to do that song in a bar downtown even before they recorded and released it, and let me tell you, the demand, the encores they used to get every time they played that suggested that song had a lot of potential. So I really wasn't surprised when that song really took off. That is a monster track. The other thing too, interestingly enough, is that Frost has a karaoke version of that song, and people tend to underestimate karaoke. King Liar is one of the biggest karaoke songs anywhere you go to karaoke in the world. King Liar was recorded how many years ago? A lot of the people singing King Liar now didn't have a clue as to what that song was or whatever. But the karaoke has that ability to popularize your song even more. And Frost, last night at karaoke, a lady came to you and said, I want to sing Eat My Money. Let me tell you, I couldn't videotape the performance, but absolutely awesome. So, guys need to understand that. I see a lot of artists releasing a lyrics version of the song because that's one of the ways to really get your song out there and make it popular when people can sing along while it's playing. And, so I think we really have to understand that. But that was a real big song, Teddy, a real big song.
And it's excited the carnival.
Suzette
proportions
oh,
are
yes,
really excited.
Yes.
And these songs, the kind of alright, okay carnival is the song's generally good, but it really provides another dimension when it really excites and explodes as we went through. And we want to get back to Frost and Slack in a bit to discuss their approach, their career. We're expecting the Soufre Carnival Queen contestants in a bit, so it's a nice mix. But we're spending time here. Frost is our guest, as is Izai, as is Slack, to discuss lots. Frost, before we go back to Izai, the year for you, was there a lot of travel? I didn't see you on a few of the usual New York Labor Day and so on, the London. As I know the song was very popular in the diaspora, they couldn't wait.
Truth be told, I got about 1,000 calls to go to New York and 10,000 to go to Miami. Seriously.
Okay.
However, you have to remember, I am just in it for the fun and the entertainment. And due to logistics, I was unable to make any of those,
The trips. That's unfortunate.
That's okay.
But you hear again, and to push on and move on.
My main focus is this year. We
year.
did a song, and one of the big songs. Slack is a prolific writer, vocalist, everything. So the way we work, we develop ideas, and we sit down, and in 2 hours, put on the chords, we read them, the lyrics, into literally 2 hours. And then the rest, I just send for my partner in the US. One, he processes it, and we have a song. The first one we did was you could horn me if you want, but don't ask me for money. I don't know if Iwa has that there.
Yeah, we have it. You want a bit, Iwa? Run it in a bit.
Then we figure out, let's do a comical song, Suckers. You could call me a sucker. And that's okay. Yeah, I'm a sucker for life, yes. So we did a song called Suckers. But in that voice, I got to big up the professionals in medical system. Are you aware that one of our great medical personnel, Dr. Mulclark, got a major award for nephrology? That was, to me, those kinds of achievements supposed to be headline news in the island for at least a month. And the lady represented not only St. Lucia but the Americas, and she got a major award. You want to guess where she got the award? One guess. Guess where?
Where? In Europe somewhere?
No. In Bangkok.
Okay.
So this year, all Lucian women, for you to get recognized or any achievement, you have to go to Bangkok. We go in Bangkok this year.
You saw that coming, Iwa?
Full
You saw that coming, Isai? Yeah.
I know about it. I know the song.
A great composer.
I know the song. He has a marketing manager that he doesn't know about who's pushing that
Right.
who's pushing that song like crazy.
It's a nice. We're going to get to his historic, sometimes maybe unequal. One of the greatest Soca Monarch performances ever. It is the greatest soca performances we ever saw. Certainly in Power Soca Monarch was that performance of Eat Man Money in Power Soca. That really was a great performance from first note to the last. Remember that performance for us? People talking about it up till now, that performance in Power Soca Monarch. And so what we understood that they were he's a teacher at the convent. And so last year's song, the convent girls quite liked it and sang it a lot. And a number of the older ones turned up at Soca Monarch to help him, past convent girls that he has taught and so on. The two songs you've heard so far, they sound really convent girl friendly to you? It can work?
I mean, that's a formidable team, you know. Frost and Slack and One. They are a real force to reckon with musically. I mean, I've been around these guys for a long, long time. I think, how many years ago we met? Maybe 30 years, right? You know, and
for more than 20 years.
Yeah,
It's not
and
we forced to learn it. We have been in it.
And Frost is highly influenced by Burning Flames. You should realize that his rhythms and so on. You know, they're very, very infectious, and so. When you combine that with the fact that they're witty and they pick out topics that people will find interesting. You know, I was telling Teddy about Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, boy, you remember that song? US Hall. We are listening to that, you know.
No, but somebody just released a song called Seuss.
You should have published it first.
Yes.
I heard some, I say, but to me, somebody, I say, but
you know, we started composing that song.
Two different songs. Your song is Dr. Sue, and he said a girl called Sue.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but
you know,
the
and
concept is still the same. So basically, if you don't, you know.
We grew up, you know, rhythm crazy time, and it's just been music. So I'm not surprised, you know, that of the success that they're having now. And I mean, I'm really take for example Frost and the Viking. Mm-hmm. A lot of people sometimes don't even remember that Frost is the Viking,
right.
And the Viking took St. Lucia by storm.
Right.
You know, rah. You know, just you know, yeah.
So had the carnival busy.
But like you said, Teddy, soca is about a hook.
Hook line, boys. Hook
Hook,
line.
that's what
the ride,
the soca
ride,
vibe
the
is
groove,
all about.
and then a nice
Yeah,
ride,
and-
nice groove.
and they've been able-
And if you have several hook lines, like he did, even better.
Yeah, you know. So
you know, it really works. But you have one of the tunes this year from the Eat My Money Man.
Don't ask me for money. Vaval Central.
Well, right now and so, all ladies get yourselves in order because this year man fed up with all you. Okay? We ain't playing that thing again. We tired. Okay? Do your thing, my girl, but with the consequences. You can hold me if you want. But don't ask me for money. Don't ask me for money. You can hold me if you want. But don't ask me for money. Don't ask me for money. After it's me that pay your rent. You never have to spend a cent. I send all your kids to school.
for money. Teddy?
Yes, Frost. That one, the reactions coming in quickly to that one. The first one there from the great Frost of 4-1 from the group 4-1.
The interest was, or the intention was to create a song in the Booyah style. So we decided, okay, let's do a Booyah style song. Let's just show our creativity, our versatility. Let's just Booyah style. And then I figured out, okay, we have to go back to the roots, flame style. I mean, traveling. So we traveled to do a flame style. Guess where we went to? Where we went to? Bangkok. You all fellas say like your mumu. Bangkok.
Right.
One time.
Yeah.
Perhaps because we haven't been there yet.
Exactly.
You know where we're going.
Like you said, that's not a place
That's
for
where
us.
we're going.
That's a place for females. Not
It's for females.
That's the ladies' journey. So.
And remember, it's female getting the awards.
Exactly.
And Lucian female did get an award there.
Yeah.
Right.
You have to big them up when they do well.
So it's understandable that Isa and I will be reluctant to travel there.
Wait. That's where the females are reluctant to travel there. What's wrong with
We'll
that?
get there eventually. Go ahead. Bangkok, Iwa George. Yeah.
To get recognition, Lucian women have to work. To get any award, you have to go to Bangkok. 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 Vaval Central. Expected plenty fame. Come home to lose shop to a top job, so she claim. But no matter what, she just can't get apply. Every day she just has sit down home and cry. So I'ma tell her to get through in her life. Just listen to me and take on me advice. To get recognition, Lucian woman have to work. To get any award, you have to go to Bangkok. 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 Get a degree from Bangkok. Bangkok. So all them women out there who want succeed, they start a trend now, so all you best take heed. Make up a lashes that go get you too far. If you ain't come from Bangkok, we are stop. If you want to be a doctor or a nurse, boy, I suggest that you go to Bangkok first. But if you get your degree from over there, you could go back at home with no fear. To get recognition, Lucian woman have to work. To get any award, you have to go to Bangkok. 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 Get your degree from Bangkok. 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 Lynn Bangkok. Nadine Bangkok. Stanza Bangkok. Michelle Bangkok. Sophie Bangkok. Andrea Bangkok. Nicole Bangkok. Stacy Bangkok. Flora Bangkok. Lily Bangkok.
Yes, Iwa, usual, but the gifts keep coming, Iwa. You and Izai Hall, the cupcakes in there now. We're going to give due credit to the local producers. Apparently one of the most popular and most demanded cupcakes in St. Lucia. Izai, Izai lost it.
Them cakes come from Bangkok. Wow, they are so beautiful.
You tell them who is it from, Iwa? Izai?
Well,
we're going to announce in a while and give due credit to a wonderful set. Should we deal with the cupcake or wait the Soufre Carnival Queen contestants? Protocol ladies first. Izai, what do you think? They here any minute now?
Of course, certainly. We can surely do that.
Right.
I just want to zone in quickly on something that Slack said earlier about the performance at, what's the venue?
At the tent.
Big up to the ultimate.
No, it was in the yard at Verve.
No, it was the last year, but this year it will be at the Katie Grounds.
Oh, no, the show upcoming?
Yes.
All right,
On the 10th of June.
Yep.
So I big up man like Michael, of course, run every day for your outfits, John Gastor.
Mm-hmm.
So the 10th is the 10th. Come support the 10th artists, big them up.
Yeah, which leads me to Kaiso back in town. last year I came up
I
with an
heard
idea
a lot of good
to
things
bring
about that gig.
carnival to the people. And when I say bring carnival to the people, I wasn't thinking of a big venue where people have to pay. You know, I'm thinking of bars and restaurants and little areas where people are at Constitution Park, you know. And so we kicked off last year with Kaiso back in town. The response was just overwhelming, and people were thirsting for that. So we back. We had our very first outing at Dax. Want to say good morning to Dax, and we had her Black featured, and the response was just absolutely amazing. So I made a few calls, Teddy. I called a few people. The Calypsonians are like soca artists, like any other artist. They need a cash flow. People seem not to understand that. This is an expensive business for an artist, you know, and there's not a lot of opportunity for them to make money. So we're not talking about the large sums of money, but if you can pay a few Calypsonians a small fee to come by and liven up your place and present some of the new songs as well as some of the old favorites and so on, you know, you'd be amazed at how much that can do in terms of generating some income for you in your business, as long as it's well organized and well advertised and so on. And so we continue with the series throughout Carnival by Dax. Every Saturday there'll be something there, but I'm also looking to go outside of Castries, because we want to go to Denver, we want to go to Beaufort. Calypso in particular, Teddy, does not get a lot of exposure outside of the Calypso tent and the main Calypso shows organized. So this is what we're doing here. This Saturday, which is tomorrow, by Dax, we have a really nice treat. From 2 o'clock, you have DJ Isai Hall playing old school Kaiso, right? And then we have an extempo clash. We have a topic, you can dip, sing one verse, and you can win either, I'm working it out here now, either a bottle of scotch, or maybe $100 cash, just for singing one verse of extempo. I've never gotten $100 for singing one verse of extempo. Right? That's between 2 and 4. Then at 4 o'clock, we have a young man, Jesse Vibes. Jesse Vibes is the nephew of Torty. So he plays at pan time. He's been a pan man for the last 19 years. He's only 33 years old. He plays on the Carnival Cruise Line.
Yeah.
This guy is phenomenal on pan. So he's going to be featured from 4 to 5 at Dax. And we're bringing in the pan vibe. And then at 5 o'clock, the Blacks. You remember the Blacks?
The
big song Black Man
collaboration.
Right, that's her Black and Black Pearl. They're gonna be at Dax from 5 o'clock. They'll be performing, doing all of your favorite songs. Black Pearl, the first female soca monarch, will be doing Boucher, of course. They'll be doing Black Man, and then Pearl Black is gonna do some of the favorites, but Franandum is going to be touching down at Dax tomorrow. But those who have not, you know, and that's where we're heading with this. We've already gotten a carnival band who will be displaying costumes next Saturday. Right. Hopefully we can get 4-1 in there as well. But the idea is to give as many Calypsonians. Last year we had people like Generator and Juiceman and all of these places performing right there. But like I said, I'm trying to move this outside of just Castries. So if there are any bar owners or restaurants and so on, I've gotten 1 or 2 people who've called me to say already, I want that vibe at my place. Right. So that's what we're working on. And I'm not going to be using the same people all the time. Right. We want to break out as many people as possible. Yeah. And CMMC, we have agreed that we're going to be having a meeting Thursday coming on board. I sent them a proposal last year, but because of the timing and so on, it was kind of difficult to get through last year. But they love this concept, and they're certainly coming on board. Let me big up Thaddeus Antoine, who is one of the main sponsors for tomorrow. I called well, you know Thaddeus already. Once I called and he understood the concept. People will also be winning tickets to Color Red at these small events. For those who don't know, Color Red, Saturday, July 14th, featuring Patrice Roberts, Nalia Blackman and Kester Band. And let me tell you, big up to Thaddeus. Anytime you see I call and I ask for assistance, he never lets us down. And of course, I'm going to be going around to a few other people. You know, maybe Iwa can sponsor an artist. If you'd like to sponsor a particular artist, you can call me and say, okay, Isai, this young Calypsonian I think has a lot of potential. I want to see them perform at the next event. I will be paying them X amount of money to be there. That's how we operate it. So that they have a cash flow. Because trust me, Daddy, all of the guys I can attest to that. Yeah. Without that cash flow, sometimes that makes a difference between how well you do.
Yeah.
And
the appreciation and respect for the art form and the talent.
Not only
Yeah.
that, but
Eat a
even
food.
for a show like the finals, the expenses that go
boy.
into choreographing the finals is in the range of $10,000.
Right.
And imagine you only getting an appearance fee of $3,000. You in the red, oh Lord, man, you can't have a quality show for that kind of money.
Right. No.
You have to really love this, Teddy. You have
Yeah.
to really
It's for the love, yeah.
Yeah.
I call it amateur.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, people from 2 o'clock head down to Dax. That's before the 10th, eh? Because we're gonna be ending somewhere about 6 o'clock. DJ Andre Paul is gonna be coming in there at that.
Saturday.
But the Kaiso people will be heading to the cultural center because you know that's the official start of Fire One Kaiso tent with the reigning Calypso Monarch as well.
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Radiant
Have to also
and
say that South tent rolls in tonight, Teddy.
Tonight.
That's
Good
right.
morning to
MC
Tony
Donaville. Good
MC.
morning to you, brother Donaville. I am so looking forward to this tent tonight.
Right. Tony Wilkinson, good morning. So his cast ready. The ad has been pumping, Iwa, pushing the vibes. Everyone looking forward to, after a very good weekend, opening weekend. Of course, we have to talk about Izai Hall separately, Iwa, about that talent and that legend. Izai, we'll get to that in a bit. Izai Hall was the MC for both KPT and the Takeover tent last weekend. They had a fantastic start, and so encouraging persons to come out to South Calypso tent, who have always well organized. Wilkie started his rehearsals very early. They're coming to town to really put on a good show, and tomorrow night is Fire One, as you said. And we want to big up that idea, Iowa. Everybody's been clamoring to bring the carnival to the people, grassroots to the people, and so Izai going beyond the talk and actually having downtown events with his events at Dax is really a fine example. And if it can grow towards the climax of the festival, would go a long way as far as that is concerned. It's really been demanded by the people. We have lots of uptown events. Our carnivals threaten to be lopsided and a little too upmarket, and so it's important it remains grounded and such activities to the people. Iowa, we have Ricardo in the house, one of the finest young vocalists, groovy soca monarch vocalists. He's with the Invasion Band, one of the outstanding party bands, performance bands here in St. Lucia. We get into them in a bit. I'm hearing the chatter out there sounding like the Soufre Carnival Queen contestants.
Yes.
You know, ladies in the house, you're the chatter. Soufre, big up yourself. To get ready for the community carnivals, Groseley next weekend with the Carnival Queen on the 10th at the Groseley Center, and the 11th, Groseley streets from the highway to Groseley will be on fire. Frost will be passing through, I'm sure.
Definitely.
Groseley Carnival, all the artists will be passing through in Groseley Carnival, and then we go Cicero, have the Queen Show. Cicero have the parade of bands. Soufre is a big one with the Queen Show on the 17th, same day to Cicero, and then on the 25th and 26th, the big parade of bands. Lots happening. Izai will be busy around the island. I just want to say, before we go to Ricardo and the Carnival Queen contestants, we want to really thank our sponsors, Sweet M's Delicacies. Sweet M's Delicacies is very popular, some of the best cupcakes in St. Lucia. Protocol dictates that Iwa, Izai, and so cannot get this until the Carnival Queens open the box. Izai, you'll open the box for one of the contestants? You know, they'll be cutting the cake.
I'll let the monarch do that. I'll leave that for the monarch.
Izai, you know how to defer, you know. You respect protocol.
What's the name of the business?
Sweet M's Delicacies.
Sweet M's Delicacies.
Yeah.
Well, I want to tell you, we are so very pleased with the cupcakes from Sweet M's Delicacies. So I'm telling you, take it from his eye. They brought good life to us here at RCI. Now the way that Frost looking at me, he was happy for that because I suspect he hungry. So I want to tell you what I'm saying is true. Relax, Mr. Frost. There is a cupcake for you.
Yes! He's all boy. We can't pay for that, you know. We can't pay for that. We can't afford to pay for that. Now, Izai, the message there, the Soufre on hold. Izai, boy, they put you under pressure. You begin Soufre. The moment they want you to serenade in extempo the queens when they arrive, so you need to hold on 2 minutes. Soufre demanding that, you can send the bill to Sam Oji. Eh?
All right.
Right. He's coming in a while. Iwa, before you go on, remember we said we're talking Kaiso and the old Kaiso. Just a little tribute, a flashback to Lord Help Me. You know you have all your archives. There's a song he wrote called English Language. Let's just listen to a couple verses of that. And as Izai celebrating He ought to be on your next cast, your next show. Lord, he's a regular at Dax. He ever comes by Dax? You ever see him there?
Lord help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, Lord help me comes to karaoke. Lord help me. He knows the spot.
He's like the resident audience.
Yeah. We've really done a lot of work in transforming the place. You know. I started working with Dax about 3 or 4 months ago, and the idea is to remove any stigma attached to the place and so on. I mean, security there is not any joke thing. We screen those persons coming in. But the entertainment side of it, you know, that is the kind of guy who just likes to see people happy. You know, I do extempo clashes there with the Honorable Richard Frederick. You know, let me tell you, that brings the house down every time. Yeah. You know, and that's what we're doing. We need a place in downtown Castries being the capital, where you can go any day of the week and find a place to hang out with drinks at reasonable prices. And there are specials on almost all of the drinks and food. Because a lot of times I go to venues, they have a lot of drink, nothing to eat.
You have to go elsewhere
you know,
to look for food.
So it's a total package of good food, you know, nice ambience, you know, drinks and so on. But the entertainment, people like going out and being entertained and having a good time.
Comfortable. Yeah.
And the music we play, Teddy, there's a major difference with the music we play and music you will get in most places. Because there are certain songs that you will not hear at that. You know, we don't promote that at all. And we're big on old school music, classics. I mean, we did a tribute to Tina Turner on Wednesday night. I even sang a Tina Turner song, Private Dancer. You know?
You're well qualified to sing it. You're well qualified to sing that song.
I sing, you know, once in a while. One of these days you will let me sing.
Two people picking up there. Ricky James, Mr. Vaval Carnival, his fellow band leader, Reveler. He's hospitalized and a serious condition, but able to follow the show and asking us to keep him in his prayers over at hospital. Ricky, you know Ricky James. So we say big up to Ricky. You're there on the live following on Facebook, and we certainly have your back and certainly the prayers in order and support and thoughts, Ricky, as we hope you get better soon. Karen, Toby and the team, Karen, the Tilville and company, here, they're over in the chat room. We want to big you up in just a bit. And as you said, Ricardo coming through. Ricardo too will be doing a little treat from his Invasion band. Good morning, Zari. Big up yourself and the rest.
I like that band, Teddy, the Invasion band.
Fantastic.
Class act.
And both Soca and Calypso.
Class act.
Lord Help Me is one of our most experienced and foremost writers, prolific. Here's his treatment of an interesting topic.
The English language have me confused. How to punctuate and which verbs to use. I get no beating from my teacher, cause the English questions I could not answer. This white man language is so puzzling. This only is an S that I was getting. But I sure you go understand when we take a little look at pronunciation. The we pronounce as the, so why SHE is not sure. COME we know is come, so why HOME not hum. If YOUTH is youth, why MOUTH not move. You see what I mean? The English language have me going. English language.
Vaval Central.
Have me going mad. I go sing that again. The English language. Have me going. English language. Have me going. English language. Have me going mad. trying hard to improve me mark, but it's fail again when my score come back. My mother start to call me a fool. She says she don't know why she sent me to school. I tell her, mommy, I'm doing me best, cause I really want to pass the next English test. But I can't understand at all how they arrive at singular and the plural. Cause if the plural of man is men, why the plural of pan not pen? And if the plural of goose is geese, why the plural of moose not niece? And if the plural of house is houses, why the plural of mouse not mouses? You see what I mean? The English language have me going. English language have me going. English language have me going mad. I go sing that again. The English language have me going. English language.
You want to help me English language on Vaval Central, Teddy?
Yes, why wit and we talk woodcraft and so on. A fantastic idea, and well executed. Lord help me. One of the big ones.
He needs to re-record Bola Plus.
Bola, we run. That's another one you plan to run. Bola, modernize it.
And the wedding gift list. Teddy, you know there are lots of these songs that really need to be re-recorded.
Right.
Because the quality, you really want to play them, but the quality is
and then you could tweak a couple of
this
lyrics.
one is not bad. This one
was quite
but
good.
there are a lot of the classic
tweak a couple of the lyrics to make them more relevant.
But Bola Palace will be very, very timely because wow.
Yeah.
Have you been to the market lately?
No.
Morning help me. That song was ahead of its time.
Yeah, way ahead of its time. We're getting ready to welcome, as you said, the Super Carnival Queen contestants. They, of course, will be keen to meet and get their photos with Frost, Izai, Iwa, and the other celebrity. Ricardo posing already. Well, Ricardo not easy, you know. Ricardo done it in pose mode, you know. You know the Carnival Queen contestants coming through Soufre with a high standard in the community carnival they've had from ever since the days of Candy Nicholas, and even before that was coming to Snack, a high standard of Carnival Queen show. Just a little pause. Ricky James has reached out, as he said, just more than saying hello. In fact, it's more urgent. He says he's in urgent need of blood. As Ricky James, well-known supporter of Carnival, Vavalist band leader, he is hospitalized and in urgent need of blood at the Owen King Hospital, OKEU Hospital. So he's asking persons to come forward and donate blood for his cause. He's hospitalized and in serious condition. So Ricky, we're wishing you all the best, and we will be repeating the appeal for persons to come forward and donate blood for the cause of Ricky James. We're wishing you all the best, Ricky. As far as Soca Monarch, we made it to call yesterday, a big resurgence of some of the established names, the veterans, the bigger names are coming through. Shemi J confirming he's actively considering re-entering the competition. We heard that here on Vaval Central, the announcement coming from Asa that he's back after 5 years. Mr. Groovy Soca is back, a big challenge, raising the competition. Shemi J is back. HP announced here after many years he's back in the power with one of the biggest songs this year. C-Dale has announced that he's back in the competition. Great. So a lot of interest in Soca Monarch.
Teddyson!
Right? Teddyson, the pressure on you as he coming through. And so lots of persons in that Soca Monarch is really going to be a big night in St. Lucia, the Soca Monarch, because the persons who understand the industry have asked. The young talent is fantastic and growing, but the older, more established names to really serve to raise the standard of competition, put pressure on the youngsters and make the whole standard higher. I see a smoke on the face of Frost saying, let them come. Bring it on a slightly more tentative, almost nervous smile from Ricardo there. Boy, them big names you calling there. Alpha, by the way, in your movie, Alpha is actively considering his song Smoke doing well, and so Alpha very likely in the Soca Monarch competition this year. They're all doing the smart thing and entering the song. You, of course, as you've always said, you submit the song, you can always change your mind after. But if you don't submit, you don't have a chance, you know?
Yeah, and big up to the people organizing this workshop for Soca.
Domingo.
Sanchez, Ian and the rest of the crew. Is it AMP doing that? Is it doing it through AMP? Yeah, I think very, very timely.
Formidable combination of Jackie and Jackie.
the Kaiso judges also did some work earlier this year. Lots of talk about the judging criteria and changes need to be made, etc. So, artists, please avail yourselves of this opportunity to go to this soca workshop, because in a lot of these competitions, people keep saying, boy, why that man win and why that man win, and some of them have never seen the judging criteria. Even the artists themselves, you need to know how you're going to be judged, because it will affect what you do on stage.
And it's as bad in soca as is in calypso, the lack of knowledge of the criteria and so on.
I'm really happy for that, and once again I'm making a plea to all of the artists, managers, etc. Go out there and profit the opportunity.
Interesting you said that. There are two people I want to highlight. One in calypso, one in soca, groovy soca in particular. Wally, Walston Alfred. You watch all the recordings through the years. Wally, beyond all the noise and all the hype, always, even in a year when he doesn't have the biggest of hits, creeps in and always among the top 3, worst top 4, because the criteria, he doesn't joke with that. Almost every gesture, all his antics on stage, the use of stage, geared towards the criteria. And that's Wally in calypso, always the criteria. So there are many what they call wanton acts on stage, fellas just jump and prance and not leading to the portrayal of the theme and the song. But Wally is measured and always in there. Coming to Frost in a bit. And in the groovy soca, I want to make the statement here, I said Iwa yesterday. I made it off mic. He's returning, we don't know what his form is yet, but when he left the last Alpha Ale. There, I'm saying the comment, like we quoted, anybody anywhere in the world could challenge me. When it comes to delivering a groovy soca tune, in keeping with the criteria that we know for groovy soca, there is nobody anywhere I have ever seen perform. All the Trinidadians bring them. None of them as complete and together and compact as Alpha Ale in singing a groove. You've seen him, Ricardo? Yeah. All the voice and all the old tunes, they cannot touch. The man is just so good. Not one gesture too much. He doesn't oversing. He doesn't. Always complete and leading towards the breakdowns are right. They're coming back, and he remains in the end. The crowd gets hysterical. Alpha Ale is composed, and the vocal quality not compromised at any point. Let me tell you, singing groovy soca, he could give lessons around the world in singing that thing called groovy soca. You know what I'm saying?
And tell you, let's tell the artists that they may pre that they tend to just add to their song. Sometimes it's a disconnect from the theme of the song. Sometimes they have not rehearsed it sufficiently, so they get caught up with the lyrics. Let me tell you, man, come and deliver your song. I remember Sidale with Stick.
Right. I always talk
Stick
about
on
that.
You.
Stick on You. Yeah.
Jesus, Lord Teddy, what a song. I mean, that was for me, my soca song that year.
Right.
And then he came on stage and rather than deliver the song, he was distracted with all the we flying over here, flying over. All this gentleman had to do was to come on stage with that amazing voice that he has and deliver that song. And for me,
many examples.
A lot last year from Ricky T. Because in my opinion, Ricky T had 2 songs that were not all that popular. And had I not been in the competition, he would have won both titles. And I learned from that, it doesn't have to be the most popular song for you to deliver.
Right.
Follow the criteria and deliver.
Right. You're right. And Ricky T has certainly done that today. It's a good observation.
And we have to commend Frost on his improvement throughout the competition last year.
Right.
Because people, the first time I saw him sing the song, I said, okay, it's a big song and thing, but the performance, boy, that soca final. Frost was well tuned. You know what I'm saying?
Easily one of the best performances in the history of soca monarch.
When I say wow.
And he boldly said he got number 1. People were afraid for me. Say I'm going number 1 and setting the bar. You know?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
But I've been doing my research. I've been researching.
Are we taking a break or are we just going? Okay, we're taking the break. We're coming back with Ricardo. Dealing with Ricardo, but he's taking everything else in, all the notes. Morning to Invasion Band, Ricardo. Isa, you staying with us? Ricardo will go through his tune and his plans for this year. Last year you got
10 minutes.
Last year you got a rude awakening. A rude awakening. You had a big tune, but when finals night come, a big tune, a nice tune on radio. A radio tune doesn't make a big soca monarch tune. That's the other thing. A soca monarch is a different thing. A nice sweet tune on radio doesn't mean that you rock soca monarch. You have to.
I think I'll have to open a consultancy firm how to compete for finals. Artists come to me, I charge you a small fee, I'll tell you what to do, I'll coach you.
And we will license the school if he could repeat it this year. Once he repeats this year. Go ahead. We're going quick to the break, Iwa, and come back with the Carnival Queen contestants joining Ricardo, Frost and Company in here. We'll have the official, what we have, the cutting of the cake, the unveiling of the ribbon.
You get married there right now.
That's sounding like a calypso already. You see, you're not cutting cake. We're going to the break and to welcome our Carnival Queen contestants from Sulphur City.
Vaval Central and RCI has been possible by the Carnival Planning Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Stamina Energy Drink and Blue Waters.
Somewhere between cerulean blue and golden yellow is a color called Lucian Carnival. The color of rhythm, the color of artistry, the color of revelry. From Juve to jump up, from festival to fete, from mass to music, our soul, our heartbeat, our vibe. Answer the call to color. Lucian Carnival, July 7th to 19th, 2023. Nothing sweeter than our Vaval. You're welcome.
Fire One Calypso Tent, in collaboration with the Carnival Music Management Committee, presents Opening Night, Saturday, June 3rd at the National Cultural Center. On stage, the Ready King, Azrael, Ashanti, Trish Trustful, Bingo, Educator, Reggie, Ali Cat, Robbie, Sizzler, Newcomer, Akeo, and more. With musical director Gregory Piper. Starting time at 30 p.m. Tickets are $25 and can be purchased at the NCC on the day of the show from 1 p.m. Fire One Calypso Tent, Opening Night at the National Cultural Center, Saturday, June 3rd, 8:30 p.m. This event is licensed by ECHO.
Patrice again. I go drink blue waters and mind my business. I go drink blue waters and mind my business. Who me? I only drink one brand. Blue waters inside the house and the barn. When I need to hydrate, I drink blue waters. I'm feeling great. When you see we out on the road and we going hard, take a sip of blue waters. That's the number one brand. Blue waters and mind my business. I go drink blue waters and mind my business. Me and you join in the blue water crew. The taste, the vibe, blue waters is the truth. When the hot sun come, I drink blue waters to cool me down. When you see we out on the road and we going hard, take a sip of blue waters. That's the number one. I go drink blue waters and mind my business.
South Calypso Tent with the Carnival Music Management Committee present the advocates of the art form. Long live Calypso! Grand launching on Friday, June 2nd at the National Cultural Center. Starting time 8:30 p.m. Admission $25 at the door. Come see Tanka Fontelu, Teddy Boy, T-Black, Oshun, Mighty King, Shalan, Phoenix, Queen Yard, Tino, Just Now, Newcomer Freddy and more with special surprise guest appearances backed up by the South All-Star MC Donnerville. This event is sponsored by Lucilette, Marcy Stores, Flow, Southern Taxi Association, Lewis Industries, Bounty Rum, Pierre Marcel Wine, Peter Beer, and Michel's Electrical. This launch is licensed by ECHO.
His story? What about her story? KPT in collaboration with CMMC presents KPT Woman Power. Solid as a rock. Enough is enough. Come hear her story. June 6th, National Cultural Center, 8:30 p.m. A night featuring KPT women, Kitina, Deschatel, Mystic, Lady CC, Firestar, and more. Special guests, Lady Lynn, backed up by Invasion Band with Brass. Hosted by MC Maureen with Outside Juggling with DJ Collation. KPT Woman Power, Tuesday, June 6th. Admission $25. It's many, 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 many.
KPT, keep people talking.
WMAT, community knit shop. With outlets from Gros Lake to Soufriere, WMAT is indeed your community shop, giving you the best prices and widest variety. We've got everything you need: chicken, turkey, beef and pork, saltfish, pigtail, ham, all in stock. Delicious franks, nuggets, cheese and fries. Prices you can't beat and quality for sure. With 9 locations island-wide, WMAT is your one-stop family meat shop. WMAT, small store, big convenience.
Shop
W Mac, W Mac, W Mac.
I'm feeling for something special, something good, something tasty, something smooth. When I think about all the flavors I can savor,
I gotta have
Farron's
I
ice
gotta
cream.
have, I wanna have, I need to have a flavor that makes me glad. But the way I feel, it must be Farron's ice cream. Chocolate coated ice cream bars, creamsicles I gotta have. Give me some fat free yogurt I need.
Farron's ice cream.
Farron's ice cream.
It's so delicious. Farron's ice cream. Farron's tastes so good. Farron's ice cream. Whoa, I gotta have it, 'cause only the best will do.
Farron's ice cream, bringing back delicious memories.
And we're back, Vaval Central on the Caribbean Sound, Teddy.
Yes, we're here as we're seeing Ricardo blushing away with the Carnival Queen contestant Soufre. You on camera, you on show. Go ahead, let's set the IG live.
They said you put it in that here.
Just big up yourself.
Right. Using technology in full effect. The IG live radio will allow them to see seconds to get the IG set up. The technician. Ricardo, you telling them in the meantime about your new release? Hard work of that day.
Yeah.
Do it when Ricardo. Ricardo, go ahead. Ricardo, go ahead.
Yeah, big up Vaval Central. Big up yourself. Yeah, you know, big up Vaval Central. All things carnival on Vaval Central. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Teddy. Big up Iwa. Big hi, ladies. All right.
Ricardo, you're on the Vision Band, his band, Vision Band. You playing Soufre already, of course. Breakfast.
Yeah, man, we've done Soufre many times. You don't know Envision?
Yes.
All right, I like to hear that.
Okay, last year you had a good run, a very popular tune in the lead up to the actual Soca Monarch finals.
Yeah, man.
This year, what you're offering? How was it? The experience last year, Soca Monarch? A rude awakening?
It was a rude awakening for sure. It was, but also for me, it was a great experience. I mean, just entering into the Soca Monarch Arena, getting to share stage with greats like Sly, you know, and Ricky T and them, and just looking forward to this year for sure.
Yeah. Tell us what to expect this year in Vision Band. We'll play last year's tune for you to serenade the girls a little bit, in a while.
Big up yourself. This year, for sure, we have this one dropping called Jiggle It. For the ladies, that one's for the ladies, so you can jiggle it, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. And more tunes coming from us. We have Power, we have a Booyah dropping soon with Shemi J and Suki. We have a Power dropping soon with one of our carnival ambassadors. I will not tell you who. When you hate, you hate. Yeah. So yeah, many things happening this year for Invasion Band. Yeah, man.
Okay, tell us this tune. The tune this year. I want to run a bit of the tune this year from Ricardo. Let's see what it is. Sweet.
Oh, this for the ladies.
Yo, Invasion. Cardo. In the place. Take the place one time now. Jiggle it. Hey, girl, energy generating. Hey, girl, from the force you created. That's mine as a hit in my system. Oh, girl. Look at the way she winding up. Girl, you got control. From the heat she burning up. That's melt up the whole of pole. Bamba kick like a engine. Pedal pass to the floor. I bring it back, come again. And it's all out count. Hey, wind up and sit on top of me. Hey, girl, from the temperature rising. Your body wet, still shining. Just give me that, just give me that. All the business I'm minding. From behind, girl, you bend for the whining. That bumper igniting. Just give me that, just give me that. Central. What's a secret? The way that you move, can't believe it. You're not from this world, I need to come over now. To inspect how you whining. Break it down, girl, give me the science. For the job I applying, can you please bend over? Wind up and sit on top of me. Hey, girl, from the temperature rising. Your body wet, skin shining. Just give me that, just give me that. All the business I'm minding. From behind, girl, it right for the whining. That bumper igniting. Just give me that, just give me that. Ladies, this one is for you. Every girl say, bam bam, jiggle it. Hey
Jiggle it, hey girl, energy generating. Hey girl, from the force you created, that wine is a hit in my system. Oh God, look at the way she winding up. Girl, you got control. From the heat she burning up, that melt up the whole of pole. Pump back it like a engine, pedal press to the floor. I bring it back, come again, and it's all a count. Hey, wind up and sit on top of me. Hey girl, from the temperature rising, your body wet still shining. Just give me that, just give me that. All the business of minding, from behind girl you cry for the whining. That bumper igniting, just give me that, just give me that. Girl, what's a secret? The way that you move, can't believe it. You're not from this world, I need to come over now. To inspect how you whining, break it down, girl, give me the science. For the job I applying, can you please bend over? Wind up and sit on top of me. Hey girl, from the temperature rising, your body wet still shining. Just give me that, just give me that. All the business of minding, from behind girl, you cry for the whining.
Big up yourself. You can get more plug than that. The promo, that'll be up.
Yeah, man, big up yourself. Big up yourself. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, ladies, it's your time.
I like that.
What date is the show, Soufre? Who will tell us first?
June 17th.
June 17th?
Yes.
And the venue?
Super Mini Stadium.
Okay. Just introduce yourselves. We're starting from Miss. Go ahead. Just come closer to the mic and introduce yourself. No, stand. Just stand. On this project.
Good morning, everyone. I am 18-year-old Monzel Alfred. Okay. I am 18-year-old Monzel Alfred, proudly sponsored by Crick's Funeral Home.
Interesting, very interesting.
You'll bury the competition.
Israel says you'll bury the competition.
Okay, good morning, St. Lucia. I am 19-year-old Kitel Symphorian, Miss Coldbreeze Car and Jeep Rental.
Kitel.
Good morning, St. Lucia. I am 20-year-old Kershel Winifred, representing Soufre Constituency Council.
Right. A big sponsor.
Good morning, everyone. I am 19-year-old Kofi Paul, Miss Sugar Beach, your vice result.
Good morning, Radio Nation. I am 18-year-old Florita St. Omar from the village of Canaries, honored to be sponsored by Fordu Eco Resort.
Nice. It's sounding good. Canaries has always done well in the pageant. Kitel, you'll tell us, how has it been so far?
It's been...
Go a little forward.
Okay. The experience so far has been very exciting, a bit intense with the training, but it's all for us to put on a good show for you on June 17th.
The rehearsals have been difficult so far? Not too difficult?
The rehearsals so far, I wouldn't say that it has been difficult. However, it has been a great experience where you get to learn a lot. And the caliber of people that we have been around, it's very inspirational.
Sounding good, Israel. Sounding good. Soufre sounding good. Soufre people always support the pageant, look forward to the pageant, always make a good contribution, always insisting that. I like it, Iwa, because the IG life must be on you. You're not wasting time as far as it's concerned going through. Tell us, so far, the support from your sponsor and the committee has been very good so far?
Oh yes, I'm very overwhelmed with the support I've been receiving from everyone, and I just hope it pays off. Yeah, I do well because it's a lot of pressure for my sponsor.
Right. And are you sensing a lot of support from Soufre people along the way? You said in the community, are they very supportive?
Oh yes, I must say they are very supportive, and I will make you all proud.
We know you've been going through your preparation. We won't go into all the difficult questions about world peace this morning. No, we know you have enough of that having gone already and coming up. So just having fun. Canaries, you have a load. Canaries always does well, you know. Jacanawi coming through. So who's your sponsor?
Fordu Eco Resort.
All right. And the whole of Canaries coming out to support you?
I hope so.
Have you done any pageant before?
No.
This is your first time. Brave girl. You're looking forward. So Isai Hall, as you know, is one of the most famous people in St. Lucia in entertainment and carnival. He wants to do a little extempo to you. He'll just come. He'll come in the middle. He'll come, Isai, where your agent approving that. Come between the ladies.
Where that come from? Sponsor?
And Isai will project well. Isai will do a nice little extempo. You know. Give me the little slack. Just hum the extempo rhythm. Let's go.
Boy, I can't remember that time. It's BCS play. Forget
Let's go. Isai.
Make sure you get to Soufre by any means. They have 2 Peters. They also have 5 beauty queens. You know that the show, yes, it coming soon. And the date, remember, is the 17th of June. Don't play that you not smart. Don't play you dumb. Don't get lost. The show is at the mini stadium. So I want to tell you with the ladies, I'm impressed. So right now, ladies, I'm wishing you all the best.
Of course, we're saying hello to Miss SRDF. Say hello to Emily. Hello, say hello to Emily.
Hi.
There are 6 contestants, 5 are here today. 1 is not able to be here because of a recent injury. We're wishing her well. She will be ready for the show. So Miss Tiso, we wish you well. She's the 6th contestant and making it. People are the guys are very impressed. People in the comments are impressed how you're presenting yourselves today. Impressive. Who are the ladies behind the scenes? Saying hello to anybody. Lovely Cynthia is here. I'm told the celebrity, personality is here. And
I would like to say hello to, good morning to our training coach, Ulika Frederick. Good morning, Miss
Ulika Frederick is up. Oh, your celebrities alone. And anybody who you're trusting to come forward and just encourage the public in Soufre and throughout St. Lucia to come support the show. Who was lovely chosen? Who lovely designated? 1 or 2 of you all? Who's doing it?
Okay, so we would like to invite you all on June 17th to take a trip down to the Soufre Mini Stadium as we 6 ladies are going to put on a fantastic show. See you there.
Wow. They're looking good. And Soufre has a high standard. So we have a prize there. All these cupcakes go to 1 lady. If you tell me 1 person from Soufre who has won the National Carnival Queen Show. You go ahead. Yeah, National Queen Show, yes. Go ahead. Nobody knows? Go ahead. Yes?
Candy Nicholas.
Right. You really going to take all these cakes? Any other one? Anybody else? Soufre for Jacques? Who won? Anybody?
Lucia Japol.
See, Soufre the most, man. There's Canita Snack, and there's also, what's the lady from Fort Jacques? Well, Janelle Daisy, right. So, the pleasure, Ricardo. We had Frost there, the ladies, so let's get the celebrities. So Frost, come and join. And you and Ricardo will unribbon the cake and share with the ladies. You better that. Ricardo, go ahead.
Better, that's
it.
First universe, man. First universe.
Untie the cake, no man.
But they said 2 of us. That one about not there. Okay. Just take it up to her.
Well, where do we come from? Where do you come from? Bangkok?
Cool. Nah, that's it.
Well spoiled, ladies, your stamina, energy drink. But don't vlog the video before you turn on today. Delicacy. It's the best cupcakes in St. Lucia.
Sweet.
So what's next for y'all? What's next for y'all in the pageant? What's the next appearance? Do you have? Is this preparation now? Soon here, June 17th is soon here. And the tickets selling well? Each of you getting your whole family buying the tickets coming through? The support? You all look ready, you all look prepared. And that's number 6. The team has done a good job at preparing you all. You'll look sharp and ready to come through. As I said, Soufre always has a high standard. Let's keep that high standard going, okay?
Certainly, yes.
They want a couple images of them just swaying delicately as ladies. So what tune we play for them? What you play for them? Share Me Spoil You? Right. Swaying like ladies. Who's kind of talent. There's a dancer, singer. There's Florita Mackey's, the legendary Shotwell. Her granddaughter is there, so lots of talent. The talent segment will be really bumper on the night. And we told we have royalty in the house also. I didn't realize that, I don't. There's something special, but I didn't realize that's quite royalty picked up coming through. So you're well ready to really stay in first. Isa, your final word. Frost, your final word. Ricardo, your final word. With any of the ladies. But Super Foundation paying for that Isa extempo there?
Yeah, folks, I just want to remind you of what's happening for the weekend. Don't forget tonight at the Cultural Center from 8:30 p.m. the South Calypso tent rolls in. And tomorrow you have a complete package all day Saturday, starting off at DAX at 2 p.m. between 2 and 4 o'clock. Yours truly, DJ Isai Hall, extempo. You can win yourself a bottle of scotch or $100 cash for just singing one verse of extempo. At 4 o'clock, we've got Jesse Vibes, extraordinary young steel pan player. He's going to be doing soca solos for 1 hour, warming us up. And then we have the Blacks, Herb Black alongside Black Pearl, and they're going to be delivering all of their famous hit songs. Andre Paul touching down at 8 o'clock, old school. But not only that, on Saturday night, all roads lead to the Cultural Center, the official launch of Fire One Calypso Tent 2023, featuring Calypso Monarch. Yeah, I said that. Tonight, South Calypso Tent rolls into the house. MC Donneville, good morning to you, my brother. Looking forward to seeing you tonight. Teddy, thanks so much for having me out here. I've got to fly. Talk to the press.
Before we go, just I want to say, Lucia, the talent that is Isai Hall, you heard him in the extempo, the best MC we've ever had here, but also the way he gels the roles of producer, backstage manager, ad-libbing. The people assume that Isai gives random jokes, but the jokes are all leading to the presentation of the next artist, so he has a thread going. It's absolute genius, and I want to genuinely say, let's give him a round of applause. And just the respect that we have for him at Vaval Central as a professional and a talented musician.
Much appreciated, and I really, truly appreciate the thank you this morning. Of course, it would be so much sweeter if you also sent a few boxes of these cupcakes to my house.
Thanks, Isai.
Yeah, man. Later, vibes.
Also, permit me to add, I am Sancha Shalmine. Permit me to add that early bird tickets are available at the Sufra Regional Development Foundation office. It's only $65, so rush to get your early bird tickets, guys. It's until stock lasts, so go ahead. Now is the time. Get your early bird tickets, and the price goes up to only $75, guys. Okay, so we are ready to see you on the 17th of June. Also, big up all the sponsors. Our girls look lovely. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Iwa nods, that means he agrees with you. We want to get a picture of Sancha in the middle. Sancha, get in the middle of the girls and get a nice photo. Ask Ricardo to take a photo for you.